Okay, in this tutorial we're going to load in all of the assets that we need for our Angry Birds game. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in the background. And to do that we're going to click on the stage, and then up here you can see that you can click on backgrounds. We're going to import a background. Now you guys on your computers, what you'll need to do is go on to computer, and then you'll need to go to the W drive, which is the new shared document drive, and navigate to ICT Year 7 Scratch and then Angry Bird files. For me though, I've got mine on my desktop, and you can see that when you go to the W drive, which is the new shared docs, you will find a folder full of these. So the first thing we're going to load in is the background. Click OK, and you can see there that it doesn't quite fill the entire stage. So I'm going to click on Edit, and I'm going to make it grow. You can see that there's grow and shrink, so I'm just going to click on grow and grow again, and hopefully now that will have fit my whole stage. And whilst I'm in here, I'm just going to delete this other background that comes like by default when you open up the program. So I'm just going to get rid of that one. We only need one. I'm going to delete the cat sprite as well, because we're not going to need him. I suggest you pause this video now and bring in the background, resize it, and delete the cat. Okay, the next bit is to load in the other sprites. So we need to load in the Angry Bird and the pigs. So instead of creating a sprite by painting one, we can actually load them in from a file. So we could have created some graphics on another computer program and then save them as image files, and then we can bring them in, so we can make our games look like anything we want them to look like. So obviously you can go again to computer and then to the W drive, but for me I'm going onto my desktop and into Angry Birds. First thing I'm going to load in is the red bird. Okay, and click OK. Now you can see that he's really big, so what I can do is I can do the shrink, and I can keep clicking on him until he's the size that we want him to be in the game. So you can see that we've got to have him in proportion with our stage. Okay, and then when you're finished with the grow or shrink, you just click on the grey bar up there and it will go back to a normal cursor. Then we can put him in the right place. Alright, so what I'd suggest you do now is pause the video and load in Angry Bird, resize him, but load in the pigs as well. Don't worry about the yellow bird for now, but load in the red and the pigs for me. Okay, and should have loaded in your sprites like mine. And of course what we've got should do really is name them properly. So instead of sprite 1, we'll call this one Angry Bird. It's a good idea not to put spaces in the names. We can call this one, rather than sprite 2, we'll call him pig 1. You can give yours any names you want, as long as they're appropriate, please. Okay, and the next thing, once we've named them, is to draw the towers. Now I haven't got images files of the towers, I want you to draw them yourselves. So you can pause now and go and draw the towers if you like. If you continue watching, you'll get a demonstration of how I draw out the towers. Okay, so to draw the towers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a rectangle. I'm going to do a sort of nice browny yellowy colour. And for the first tower, I'm just going to do a rectangle across there, a rectangle along there, and then a nice rectangle down that side as well. Hopefully, oops, if I can just not do that, lining them up. Doesn't have to be perfect, of course. Okay, so that's how one. Now we need to set the costume center. Alright, and when you set the costume center, alright, it should be roughly in the middle here like this. And click OK. Alright, and then position it on your stage where you'd like it to go. And I'm going to create one more. And for this one, I'm Sorry, I'm just going to undo that. Remember Control Z. So rectangle, nice browny colour. Now for this one I'm going to do a similar one, but it's going to have it's going to be a little bit bigger, and it's going to have a bar in the middle here. Okay, so you can do yours a little bit neater than mine if you like, and pop them in, and then I'm just going to grow that one a little bit. You have to always click on something on the sprite, so you have to be a little bit careful there. Okay, and then pop that in there. Arrange my pigs so they're on top of it, like so. Okay, I'm going to go and name those as well. So that's I'm going to call that Big Tower, and I'm going to call that one just Tower. Okay, so this is the end of the video now. Make sure so that you can move on to the next bit, which is of course going to be programming the game, making your script. Then you can go on to the next video once you have your stage set up like this.